This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. Salute to my boy Bookie Allen. He brought this to He Knows Everything, so we're going to talk about it. ESPN had the unmitigated gall and the audacity to sit here and say that LeBron James is a better defender than Kobe Bryant. I take this one personal because Kobe Bryant for a decade plus has been all first team defensive. LeBron James has not revealed that. Go and look at the all first NBA defensive. Go look at LeBron James. Go look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has tied Michael Jordan for 9 all first defensive. Damn near a decade being a lockdown defender, locking motherfuckers up. Where is LeBron James's denotion? Where's his accreditation? Where is his certification? Where is his authorization of him locking people up? You won't find that. At his highest levels, and I've said this before and I will say it again, LeBron James was a chase down blocker. Wasn't the best we've ever seen. Because to be honest with you guys, the best chase down blocker I've seen is Tayshaun fucking Prince. And he don't get enough credit for it. They always want to give it to LeBron James. Michael Jordan is also right there neck and neck with Tayshaun Prince in terms of chase down blocking. You know how many times Michael Jordan has chased down and blocked? And I'm talking about hold the ball on hold the ball on the opposite side of the rim. Like just snuff it. Don't get me started. Michael Jordan has the highest vertical leap that ever came into the NBA. Zion Williamson is 45 inch. Jordan is 48. See, they tell you LeBron James is the biggest, most physical specimen. Bullshit. Michael Jordan ran a 4.2. Michael Jordan 48 inch vertical leap. Michael Jordan is the best physical specimen the NBA's ever seen. Big mitts, the size of a center. Michael Jordan is an anomaly, man. Physical anomaly. The stuff this guy was doing on the basketball court from an athletic standpoint, while everybody was on the ground, he was in the air. That's the difference. That's the delineation. That's the golf and the separation. See, that's the fallacy they want to tell you about LeBron James. Everything about LeBron James is a fallacy, especially from a defensive standpoint. There's no damn way that LeBron James is a better defender by Kobe Bryant, even by the stretch of the imagination. Kobe Bryant was willing to guard the best player 94 feet night in and night out. When Gilbert Arenas torched Kobe Bryant, the very next time Phil Jackson was like, nah. Kobe said, I got him. Go look at that second time. Kobe locked his ass up. Allen Iverson, do you understand how hard it is to guard AI? Kobe locked him up. 0 for 4. 0 points in a fourth quarter. Y'all not getting this. Allen Iverson, 0 for 4, 0 points in fourth quarter. Kobe was studying sharks. That week, he was watching sharks and how sharks take their prey and eat their prey and dominate their prey. And that's exactly what he did to AI. After that first game with Tyronn Lue, Kobe said, nah, I'm switching myself on him. And what happened to the rest of the series? 4-1. Kobe Bryant has locked up Tracy McGrady, a guy who's been lashing up LeBron James consistently, authentically, and religiously. There's not been a game that T-Mac has not lashed up LeBron James. Kobe Bryant has locked him up. In so much so that T-Mac had to say that Kobe Bryant was a Geppetto. Dwayne Wade, his duels with LeBron James. I have not seen LeBron James lock them up. I've seen Dwayne Wade just drop buckets on him. I've seen Kobe Bryant lock up Dwayne Wade. Do I need to keep on going? Because this is for real. And going back to Gilbert Arenas, LeBron James never locked up Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas had injuries. He had all kinds of other situations going on. Never. Let's talk about Jason Terry scoring on LeBron James. LeBron is supposedly a better defender than Kobe Bryant. I've seen Kobe Bryant lock up Jason Terry. JJ Barrera. Kobe Bryant muff him. There's no way that these types of individuals will be scoring on no damn Kobe Bryant. But LeBron James, they've embarrassed him. The 2011 NBA Finals lets us know the chosen one became the frozen one. So again, where are all of these little fallacies? All of these little lies? All of this little spewing of little nonsense is coming from? It's coming from LeBron Tards. It's coming from LBJ Riders Media. It's coming from LBJ Brigade. It's coming from LBJ Apologists. Because those that have the true basketball eye test knows that LeBron James cannot guard no damn Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant can guard him. We've seen in the 2013 All-Star game where Kobe Bryant locked up LeBron James religiously, consistently, and authentically. Blocked him up. Ripped him up number of times. In so much so that LeBron James had to cry to the referees so that one of those rips was a foul. And Kobe Bryant straight ripped him. Straight booked his ass. If you know basketball, you know what that is. When somebody get that book up off you, that means they straight ripped you clean. Clean to the fucking bone. Kobe Bryant has done this to LeBron James. Go look at throughout their career. Kobe has picked up LeBron James 94 feet and locked him up. So don't get me started on some damn Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James when it comes to defense. That's night and fucking day. That's apples and oranges. That's not even a conversation or a topic to have. Do I need to keep on going? Because I could keep on going about Kobe Bryant's exploits from a defensive standpoint. Kobe Bryant has locked up Vince Carter. He's locked up Paul Pierce. Guys that LeBron James, when they were at their heights, LeBron James could not check. Paul Pierce, we all know that Boston Celtics team made LeBron James have the official quit game in 2010. Ran his rabbit ass up out of Boston. That's why he joined Miami. And this fall, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. But Kobe Bryant played against those three. And what did he do to them in 2010? Woo! That same 2010 in the NBA Finals. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, You see the difference? You see the delineation? You see the distinction, the gulf, and the separation between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James? That's why it's a travesty when NBA fans allow their subconscious to be diluted. Allow neuro-linguistic programming to be rampant in their brains for them to go by what people are telling them from a statistical standpoint. Who gives a fuck if LeBron James passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? That still don't put him over Kobe. Who gives a fuck if he has the most rebounds, assists, and all that? That's stats. The biggest stats basketball players, if you notice, they have the worst NBA Finals average and performance. Jerry West is 1 for fucking 9. But he got all the stats in the world. Wilt Chamberlain 2 for 6. All the stats in the world. Do you see a commonality here? Oscar Robertson, who erroneously put LeBron James over Michael Jordan, got only 1 fucking NBA Finals. But he's this triple-double king. This is laughable to me. It tells you that stats don't mean shit. Go ahead. It's about clutch factor. It's about intangibles. And it's about the true basketball eye test. And it's about being that guy. That's what basketball is at its highest levels. Everyone that prescribed to it won a lot of championships. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas won too. But he had to play in that era. Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Bill Russell. It's because they prescribe to a certain way. When it's all said and done, this is disrespectful on so many levels. Because if we watch Kobe Bryant's career, now you got LeBron Tards, they're so young, they don't even remember Kobe Bryant playing. Now they need to go back and watch some film study. They need to go back and watch videos and understand what Kobe Bryant brought to the table from a defensive standpoint. Kobe Bryant had the commitment, 34 years old. When Michael Jordan said he's cursed just as much as me. Michael Jordan was talking about when he guarded Kyrie Irving and locked Kyrie Irving up. Blocked him and ripped him, dog. This is the type of shit that Kobe was doing. Challenging Stephen Curry to see if Stephen Curry was really that scorer that he was. These are the defensive tasks that a Kobe Bryant took on. LeBron James don't take shit on like that because LeBron James is afraid to be on ESPN Top 10 Live. Kobe don't care about that. When you're a hellified defender, you don't care if you get done up. Everybody that's played defense at the highest levels, man, I had 2 situations where there was 2 guys that they just kept scoring on me religious. I did everything from a defensive standpoint. I couldn't stop these motherfuckers, dog. I've had these 2 moments. Richie Rich will tell you. And Richie Rich knows how hellified my damn defense is. There's going to be moments, even as a hellified defender, you are going to get torched. But it's short-term memory. That shit happened, okay. But somebody else going to pay for it. And if you get a chance to get that motherfucker again, he getting locked the fuck up. That's the mindset Kobe Bryant had. Did LeBron James ever have that mindset from a defensive standpoint? No. You guys can't fundamentally tell me he did. He's a chase down blocker at his highest levels. He doesn't even do that no more. When was the last time LeBron James really played defense? LeBron James just is a decoy. Kobe Bryant played defense in the NBA. I'm talking about lockdown defending for 14 plus years. And in those last 5.5, Kobe Bryant played shadow defense. The same shit Jordan did when they got older. They lost them legs. They couldn't move around. They needed to conserve their energy from an offensive standpoint. They play shadow defense. That means they lock you up in situational moments because they can't do it the whole game. Because it takes a special type of physicality to be able to lock somebody up for 48 minutes and then score at the same time for 48 minutes. Kobe did this shit for 14 and a half years. I know because I've watched his whole career. And I've dissected it. Jordan did it for about, he played 15 years? I say Jordan committed defensively in those 15 years for about 11 to 12. I'm talking about lockdown defending. That's the majority of these guys' NBA careers. LeBron James stopped chase down blocking after year 7. How many years has LeBron been in the league? 17 years? Is he going on year 17, year 18? I don't know. You LeBron stars tell me. You LBJ apologists tell me. You LBJ stands tell me. You LBJ Brigade tell me. I don't know. But this guy over a decade has been basically a decoy. He has not played defense. I've watched LeBron James just sit there and stand and people just shoot. Do you understand how Kobe Bryant would not tolerate some shit like that? Do you understand how Michael Jordan would not tolerate some shit like that? That's the difference, man. That's why it's disrespectful to say that LeBron James is a better defender than Kobe Bryant if you haven't done your homework, if you haven't studied to shoot yourself approved. Because if you've done that, you will understand that ESPN is an emotionally stupefied peons network. Let me say it again. It's an emotionally stupefied peons network. Only an emotionally stupefied peons network will utter rubbish like that. Everything they do to try to knock Kobe down. Everything to do to try to knock MJ down, but to prop up LeBron James. I've never seen this before. If you are the GOAT, then people will acknowledge you as the GOAT. Why do you need all of this? Basically, what we would say bought and paid for. LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologists, and LBJ Stands to push your agenda. Why do you need that? If you're great, people will just say you're great. And the reason for that is because he's a fraud. James, he's not really the basketball player that you guys think that he is. We know it from an offensive standpoint, but we damn sure know it from a defensive standpoint. There is no way, by any stretch of the imagination, that LeBron James is a better defender than Kobe Bryant. He's not a better basketball player than him. So let's not even talk about defense. Kobe Bryant is an elite, all-time two-way player. You can't say that about LeBron James. We can't even say LeBron James is a one-way player. Because I can dissect his offense on so many levels and tell you all of the erroneous things about his offense. LeBron James, like Dennis Rodman said, is straight up and down, man. Basically, Dennis Rodman gave a Floyd Mayweather-esque to Triple G of no special effects up and down. He's straight up and down, man. That's why LeBron James will get locked up in Jordan's era. That's why if LeBron James played in that Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, T-Mac, Tracy McGrady era, he would be forgotten, man. Nobody would be talking about him. Paul Pierce, those guys were... People don't understand these eras, dog. That's why I said people don't understand basketball. When it's all said and done, stop the nonsense of trying to say LeBron James is better than this person in that, especially when you sound emotionally stupefied and pee on network about it. Again, recap. There's no way LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant on any stretch of the imagination from a defensive standpoint. One commits religiously on it. The other chooses to decoy about it. That's the difference. That's the delineation. That's the golf, and that's the separation. We're talking about an all-time two-way player in Kobe Bryant. Guys who have studied him. Kawhi Leonard has studied Kobe Bryant, and Kawhi Leonard is an elite two-way player. Kevin Durant, throughout the years, became an elite two-way player studying Kobe. These motherfuckers don't study no LeBron James. There's a reason for that. See, y'all not paying attention to these NBA peers. Y'all not paying attention to these NBA players. They're telling you who is the real guys, who is the guys that are legit, and they're telling you who's the faker or the LaFaker. It's not LeBron James, man. They're always talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. There's a reason for that. These guys committed on the defensive end. They had the assassin's mentality. Go look at the playoffs. Go look at how many clutch defensive plays they've made. Don't get me started, man. Where's LeBron James's accreditation? Where's his verification, certification, authorization of him having clutch plays defensively in the NBA Finals? And don't tell me no chase down blocking. Chase down blocking is basically a cheater's way of playing defense. I'm talking about on-ball defending. I'm talking about locking a motherfucker up. I'm talking about sticking it to him. Where is the proof? Yeah, I'm riding a little bit on this one because I have to dissect it and break it down. You can't tell me that. So it's disrespectful on so many levels to now say that LeBron James is a better defender than Kobe Bryant. That's why I'm glad Skip Bayless ramalang Chris Broussard. Because Chris Broussard needs to take LeBron James's nutsack out of his freaking mouth, man. Kobe Bryant committed defensively. That's why he's the ultimate basketball player. Michael Jordan committed defensively. That's why he's an ultimate basketball player. In this modern era, Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, they commit defensively. That's why they're in this era, they are ultimate basketball players. But you can't say that about LeBron James because LeBron James does not make that commitment from a defensive standpoint. That's why I don't respect him. There's a lot of things about this guy's game I can't respect. This is facts over feelings, logic over bias. We're telling the truth over here, man. And we're telling it in its most visceral, cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion. So, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. And go sit down somewhere. What? Higgity, fuck it, hush. There's no way that LeBron James, on any stretch of the imagination, is better than Kobe Bryant from a defensive standpoint. And anyone that thinks that, you fall under the subsets of being a LeBron tard or a secret-loving LeBron tard, an LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologist, and LBJ Stance. And that's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what on X. I keeps the foot on the what on X. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.